My name is Meghan and I decided to do my senior project on photography. A little bit of background on photography. It originally started in the early 1800s by a Frenchman named Nicephorus Niepce. He originally used a lithography process that he would take a drawing on a lithographic stone and it came out in an ink drawing. He later found a process that allowed him to use light to create an image. Using an oil engraving, the drawing would become transparent, and taking that transparent drawing and placing it in a light-sensitive solution would harden out in the sunlight and I can't think of my words. Made the drawing, the light exposure hardened the solution, and the lighter sides of the image would stay, and the darker sides you would be able to wash away, forming a picture. Another type of photography during this time period was the daguerreotype. The daguerreotype was created by Louis-Jacques Daguerre. He was a professional painter who made his photos by tracing the images using a camera obscura and camera lucida, which was a fitted instrument in a prism shape. In the words of Ansel Adams, the rules for photography: there are no rules for good photographers, there are only good photographs. Types of photography. There are many different types of photography, such as film, digital, and pinhole. Film photography comes in different mediums such as Polaroid, disposable, and film strip. Film strip photography is strips of plastic that would hold the pictures in a negative that you would use a certain type of machine to look at those pictures. So the famous photographers that I focused on for my presentation was Nicephorus Niepce, Ansel Adams, and Elliot Porter. And you can see them there. So here's a couple of my pictures. These are my beginning pictures. I kind of struggled a bit in the beginning because I had a hard time getting the right angles and focusing on just the object or the person that I was taking pictures of. Like this one, I kind of wanted to get an image of as the wall kind of never ending in a way, but as you can see, it was kind of hard to get that certain angle shot without the brick wall above it. Like this one, I wanted to get a clear picture of my model here with the branch kind of in front of her, like making it look like she's going through some trees. That did not work out so well. Same with this one, kind of making it look like snow is falling. These ones, the lighting, I had really good lighting for these pictures. This one you can see her perfectly clear in the middle of a cornfield. Same with this one. It was a little complicated trying to get the right shot through all of the objects around it, but it kind of turned out pretty well. Same with these ones, getting a clear shot of her face even through those two trees. And this one, I was able to get a clear shot of her even with the rear view mirrors on the side. This one, I wanted to get a close-up of her face. Didn't turn out so well because it kind of looks a little weird, but I was able to kind of get the main focus on her face. Same with this one, I was able to get at a certain angle to where it looked like she was kind of looking towards something. These ones, got this one over here from a distance and you were still able to completely see her, even though it's from far away and you see her and you're mainly focusing on her. This one, even though there's a tree branch in the kind of in the middle of it, you can still see her clearly and the main focus is on her. This one, it's a little blurry around some spots and it kind of doesn't focus on her as much as I would have liked it to. It kind of focuses a bit more on the tree, and this one you kind of see the main focus on her and where she's at. This one right here, you see the main focus on the present. I was able to get it at the perfect place and focus it on the present instead of everything else in the background. This one, I was trying to get the perfect picture of the sky. which I was able to accomplish here. It took a little while to get the perfect picture of the sky at this beautiful sunset here. So pictures that I have that had without editing and with editing. So this first one here, without it being edited, it kind of looks boring, kind of dull, it just looks brown, nothing colorful at all. After I had edited it, it's closer up on the shoes, you see more colors, you can see the shoes more clearly, and as well as the person in the water, which kind of gives off a ripple effect. This one, kind of dark, you can't really see his face all that well, and it's not as close up as it is in this one. After it being edited, you kind of see his face more, you can see he's kind of thinking about something maybe, and it just all around looks more interesting. This one kind of looks plain and boring, you know, they're just looking off in the distance, like who cares. This one kind of closer up gives them off an old-fashioned vibe, kind of like a black and white kind of grayscale, gives them off a nice old-fashioned look. Photos with flash and without flash. Without the flash, it kind of, you see everything else going on in the background, and it doesn't really mainly focus on the model. With the flash on, your focus is on the model, you don't see as much of everything else in the background. In this one, you don't really see the sunset, you don't see the snow hanging off the branches as unlike in this one where you can see the sunset clearly, you see the snow hanging off the branches, and it overall just looks a lot nicer. Any questions?
Why do you like to focus on the models?
I just like taking pictures of people, and you kind of get different emotions from different people. So, yes.
Would you pursue this as a career?
I would like to. I think it would be a really nice career because there's so many different things you can do with photography. Yes.
What got you into photography?
Actually, my mom did. She used to take me with her when she would go take pictures for people at like birthday parties or weddings or any of that, and I kind of just got an immediate interest in it. Yes?
Follow-up question. Who was your most difficult model?
The person in the beginning photos I kind of struggled with because it was like my beginning photos. I kind of didn't know how to have her in the pictures. And it was a little difficult for me because I was still new to it and she was still kind of like unsure about what to do in the pictures. Yes?
If you could redo like the first 3 photos, would you?
Yes. Because I think I could make them look a lot nicer. Yes?
Kind of a follow-up on his question. If you were to go professional, would you consider like selling your art?
If like people have like hired me to take pictures for them, like family pictures and that stuff, yes, I definitely would. Any more questions? Okay, thank you for listening.